Hey guys, me Dave. I think it's May 2nd, 2023. So it's Tuesday night. I went to James's call, and then they hooked up to another call, and they're talking about the lawsuit. They're talking about gang stalking. They're talking about all the stuff. And it's a lot of misinformation. Chief Jones, I believe, is full of a lot of misinformation. You know, Not everyone in government knows what's going on, you guys. Not everyone in government knows what's going on. This is a classified program. This is a classified program until they get someone involved, like I said, it has to be controlled. So if you go down to the Social Security office, well, they will get that girl involved. If you go to the grocery store, they will get that clerk involved. If you go to the liquor store, they will get um, that clerk involved. If you go to the gas station, they'll get that clerk involved. This is a classified program. We are classified. Now, people want to, they're saying we're going through the fusion centers and everything else, and we're on all kinds of databases, and we're being scored on what we do and all this stuff. That's all bullshit, you guys. That's all bullshit. Nobody has proof of that. I know Brian too talks about they're going through the fusion centers. We don't have any proof of that. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe that we are being going through the fusion centers and we're being tracked that way. I don't believe that. Chris Burton made a video a while back talking about who's responsible for gang stalking, and he was right on. He was right on. There is somebody that is responsible for our gang stalking. It's not the Fusion Center. The Fusion Center is not responsible for our gang stalking. They're not controlling these gang stalkers. Our gang stalking is not controlled by the supercomputer. They're not controlled by the supercomputer. In my program, they get Voice of Skull. They get Voice of Skull, and they're able to watch everyone, and they're giving them Voice of Skull instructions on what to do. We're not on a watch list. We're not on a terrorist watch list like Targeted Justice says. This is all made up bullshit, by these groups. Show me evidence. I said it before. Show me evidence. We gotta see the evidence. We gotta see the evidence. Just like Brian too says that he got his hands on some classified, or I don't know if it was classified or unclassified. He got his hands on some papers that that had to deal with this program. Um, let's see those papers. Show them on video. We can't take anybody's word for anything. They could make it. They could be coming up with their own assumptions, and it might not be true. We gotta see proof. If you got the evidence, why aren't you going to somebody in government and showing your evidence? And all this stuff. You know, um, it's you know, it's we are in a world of confusion and misdirection and all this stuff. It's a psyop, you guys. We are in a psyop. Okay, now, people want to, oh, we're doing this, we're suing. Suing isn't going to stop our targeting. First of all, you know, um, it's just there's so much misconception, and it's we're in a big web all around us of a psyop. People are tearing us in this direction, this direction, this direction, this direction, and all this stuff. Well, we really don't know what's going on. People claim they know everything about this program. People claim they know everything about this program. Like Chief Jones claims he knows everything about this program. Brian too thinks he knows everything about this program. Where's the proof? We gotta see documentation. We gotta see documentation. Are these people really for real, or are they watching videos on YouTube of MK Ultra, certain doctors on YouTube that talk about this? Are they watching them and they're pretending to be like, oh, I know everything about this program. I got my hands on some secret information and all this stuff. Like Chief Jones, I got my hands on some classified information. Oh yeah, well, that's not the way it works in my program. They're totally wrong on how this program works. It doesn't work that way in my program. I am a classified project. Not everyone knows about me. The people that know about me, I'm in contact with. Yes, I go to the Social Security office to apply for disability and all that stuff. Yes, that girl is involved. Yes, they have that much power. That girl is involved. Okay? But the whole office doesn't know what's going on. But they did have some perps in there applying for disability and everything else. It is a big underground operation. They have perps all over the place. All over the United States, they have perps. But as far as this bullshit goes, that we're on a terrorist watch list, they're going through the FISA courts, and they're going through the fusion centers, that's all bullshit. We're not in some kind of database, and I know some TIs claim they have power of your phone, your computer, and all that stuff, and they did have power of my computer in the beginning. They don't control my phone. They don't control my emails and all that stuff. I know some people, they do, but they don't control my emails and all that stuff and my phone. They have no control of that. They're not hacked into my phone and all that stuff. They did do that in the beginning. In the beginning of my program, they hacked my computer. They were running my mouse. Around. I was trying to run my mouse. They were running my mouse around on my computer, and I know Dr. Hall has said that he's checked emails and they'll delete right in front of them. So they will do that. Do they do it to everyone? I don't think so, you guys. I don't think so. They're trying to take away a threat. If you're a threat, they're trying to take that away, and all this stuff. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and we're in a psyop, and you got to remember that. People listening to V2K, and you think they want to help you and all this stuff, and that is a psyop. Do not believe anything on V2K. Do not believe anything on V2K. They're messing with your mind. They're all full of bullshit. These people lie for a living. They lie for a living, you guys. And they want to make themselves out to be more powerful than they are. They want to make themselves out to be more powerful than they are. They're not. Okay, now, if I write to a certain person, there was a car that showed up to the laundromat all blacked out. I thought it was a government car. I thought he was from an agency. He walked with a limp. He looked kind of grubby and all this stuff. He went to the laundromat to do laundry. I thought he was from an agency until I drove closer to the car and I seen rust. There was rust on the car. That's not a government car. They switch cars like every year or every 2 years. They don't let their cars rust out. There is not rust on a government agency car. When you see a government agency car, you know it's government. It's a brand new blacked out SUV, clean as hell. There ain't a speck of dirt on the thing. That's a government car. Usually a Cadillac with tinted windows. Now this guy out here, when I wrote to people, they wanted me to think he was government. They wanted me to think he was government, and I was in trouble, and I'm being wild. I'm being in trouble and all this stuff. he wasn't government at all. There was rust. When I got closer, there was rust on his car. He had it clean. He had blacked out windows. He's not government. He ain't shit. They will do psyops. Remember, 90% of this program is a psyop. Remember that, you guys. It's a psyop. It's all a psyop. These calls are a psyop. They're a psyop. They want you to think you're on terrorist watch list. They want you to think you're on a watch list. They want you to think, oh, this and that. They want you to think that, and they're brainwashing you to think that. Keeps you in the program. You got to be able to step away, and think these people are full of bullshit. They're all full of bullshit. You got to be able to recognize reality from a psyop. What's reality and what's a psyop? You got to be able to recognize what's real and what's not real. And a lot of TIs are wrapped up in this, and they can't tell, and they're shielding, and they're doing all this stuff, and they can't tell what's real and what's not real. And that's the purpose of this program. That is the purpose of this program. Gotta be grounded in reality to figure out what's going on. So there's my tip. That's my experience. And that is a tip for real TIs. You got to be able to tell what's going on. You got to be able to tell a psyop from what's real. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I'll talk to you guys later.